Hello everyone, it's Jarrett Moore back with another YouTube video. And in today's video, I got a request in the chat from one of my last sessions from last week. And I'm going to be creating a Power Automate desktop flow using an Excel file in Sharepoint. So let's go ahead and open up that request. Here's the request that we found, I believe, through LinkedIn. I believe his name is Hesham. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Basically, he was saying, hey, Brian, which is Brian Julius, one of our enterprise DNA experts. He was asking if there's a way to have a Power Automate open an Excel sheet in a SharePoint folder, refresh the Power Query, and then save the workbook. And then the other part was to be done all online in the background without anyone opening the workbook. With this flow that we're going to create today, I can do all of this that Hesham mentioned in the request. The only thing is doing it in the background. When you schedule this flow to run, or whenever this flow runs, you can't do it in the background. You know, the machine that you do this on will have to be awake so that it can perform the flow when you trigger it, however you want to trigger to begin the flow. So that's a little bit about the request today. Let's hop on over to Power Automate Desktop and we'll set this one up. Now that I've clicked over here into Power Automate Desktop, what I'm going to do here is click New Flow at the top left of the screen, and then we'll just name this one SharePoint Test for today. We'll hit Create File. That'll take just a second here to load. Now that this screen has opened up, what I'm going to do is get rid of this variables tab here so we can get a little bit bigger of a screen, and I'll make this a little bit bigger too, so when I open up some of these actions on the left hand side, you'll be able to better see what I'm talking about. What I really like about this request is in the past with all the videos I have done, it's all been with either extracting data from the web or it's been web functions. And I do get the question all the time is, can you do this with Excel, Word, or any kind of other type of documents besides just doing it through the web? And the answer is yes. So today what we're going to be doing is opening an Excel file in SharePoint. So there are a bunch of actions for Excel. So I'm just going to type in Excel here. And this is very intuitive. It's going to show you here of all the different things that you can do in Excel that are actions from the screen here in Power Automate Desktop. First thing that we're going to do today is we're going to click on this Launch Excel. So as I open that up, now that this is open, it automatically goes to with a blank document. So if you were going to open up a blank document, you could do this. But in today's use case, what I'm going to do is already use a file that I have saved in SharePoint to access. So what we're going to do is from the drop-down menu and open the following document. And then we can click on this folder right here, and this will bring up the path that we want to select. I'm going to go over here to my SharePoint folder list here and scroll down, and this is actually challenge 1 data from way back when we first started our challenges here at Enterprise DNA. So if I click that file right there and hit open, make an instance visible, that's what we're going to have checked because we don't want it to be read only. And then what we're going to have to do here is scroll down this list and click on the Advanced tab. As the Advanced tab opens, what you're going to do, and in my case is, or in your case too, if you have SharePoint, you're going to have to enter the password to your SharePoint folder so that the file will open. So give me just a second and I will enter that password here. And hit save. Okay, so now we have our first instance. So we're going to launch an Excel file. So the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to open this file up so I can explain what I'm going to do before I actually create the steps here in Power Automate Desktop. So let's go over here to and click on the challenge 1 data. It's going to open up the Excel file here. And as we can see here, we have all the data from challenge 1 that we had in the enterprise DNA. And what I want to do from here in Power Automate Desktop is click on this query tab. So that's going to be the next step that we create. And then I'm going to click on this right here to refresh Power Query. Then the third and final step would just be to save the existing file. And then the last step actually would be to actually close the Excel instance. So not a tough one that we're doing today, but this I just wanted to show you this real quick so we know what we're working with before we actually go in and do this. Once I've completed this, I'll run the flow so you can see it in action. So let me close this down right here. We'll keep this open. I'll just minimize it, go back here. The next step that we're going to do is within here, I'm going to clear this out. Now that that's cleared out, from here, what you're going to do is there's a bunch of, as you scroll down here, it's called UI automation. Now these are not all the steps, but these are a majority of the steps that you can use within a Word, an Excel file, anything that's UI and not necessarily web-based. So I'll open that menu up right here. For this next step, I'm going to hit Select Tab in Window. In order to do this, I have to have that Excel file open, so I need to go back in and open that. So I'll just pause the video for now, and I will open that file back up. Okay, so now that we've got that open again, we're going to click on Select Tab in Window. That'll appear on the screen here, and then the tab, what it's going to do is it's going to ask you to pick a UI element. So we're going to click on the Add UI Element button. That will open this up here. I'll move this over just a little bit so we can see. And what I'm going to do is just move my mouse over the query button here, and then you're going to hit, just like the directions tell us, to Control left click. And then what I always do is hover my mouse over the, looks like 3 boxes there to make sure that it does have that. Once you hover this over, it will tell you that you're clicking on that. So I'm going to hit Save. So that's our second step. We wanted to select the tab in the window here to open up the query editor. So the next step in our process is we're actually going to click on the refresh button now to refresh all of the data. So what I'm going to use from this selection is called Click UI Element in Window. And the UI element, once again, we're going to have to add another UI element. So I'll click this button, and then I'll move this over so we can see what we're doing again. And I will literally just go over here to the refresh and Control left click again. And I'll hover over just to make sure we got that nice and clear. We do. And then I will hit Save. Now that we have that, now that this is done, we've refreshed it. Now we just need to actually close and save the file. So that the last and final step is going to be Close Excel, which is not in UI automation. So I will just click on Excel again. And this will be Close Excel. When I click on Close Excel, this is the instance that we have open here that we created from opening up the original file in the flow. And then you have 2 options here to either do not save, or 3 options: do not save, save the document, or save as. Since this is already an existing document, what we're going to do is just hit Save Document. And now you can see in this final and fourth step here that it does say save the Excel document and close the Excel instance. So we have not only our save function, but we also close the document in this case right here. So now what we're going to do is actually test and see what we did to see if it works. So what I'm going to do here first is click on the play button here and hit run. It'll take just a second to launch that file up. Once it opens the file here, we'll hit the query tab right there. We'll click on the refresh button. The data has been refreshed. Now it's saving and closing the file. Boom. Easy peasy. What we'll do next here is go over to my Sharepoint folder just to show you that the file did save right here. So we do have challenge 1 data. Today is Sunday the 6th of March, and it is 11:56 a.m. so the file was updated and saved. Thanks again for the comment in the last YouTube video and the request for a session today. And if you have any other future requests, make sure you add them in the comments section below. Once again, thanks for attending.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Enterprise DNA TV. If you enjoyed the content covered in this particular tutorial, please throw the video a like. It really helps us and we really appreciate it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Enterprise DNA TV channel. We have a huge amount of content coming out all the time from myself and a range of content creators, all dedicated to improving the way that you use Power BI and the Power Platform. Lastly, check out Enterprise DNA's website. Plenty of resources and further learning that you can access very easily. All the best. Take care.